All right. Are you going to join me? Come on. Say hi. Come here. Good morning. My name is Kelly, and this is Maxwell. Welcome to my studio. Today's practice is focused on your feet. I'll cue heavily about how your position of your feet, and we'll have a wonderful smooth flow practice. You may break a sweat in this practice. Modify what you need to modify. I'll help you do that. I'll make some suggestions. So get comfortable and relax and come to your mats and we'll begin. All right, let's get started. Maxwell, you're gonna come? Come on, come on. Nope. Come on. There you go. So much better with Maxwell, making us relax and not feel stress, right? Or helping that anyway. But you can't be loud. Maxwell. All right, so seated on your mat, inhale and reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Look up at your hands. Put your palms together. And then clasp your fingers and reach up like that. And then turn your palms facing up. I was just thinking, so if your lower back is uncomfortable, right here seated, you can sit up on, put something up underneath your sitting bones, right? Helping the lower back. So keeping the hands up, palms facing up, then press or reach the arms forward, opening up the palms, relax the shoulders down away from the ears, and then reach up again. Now let's lean over to the right, reach the opposite arm up and over your ear. Feel the side body stretch. Let's warm up, get the blood pumping, nutrients pumping in your body. Now twist. Turn and look behind you and twist the other way. Press your fingers into the floor. Place the hands behind your hips and just lean back. Extend the legs out straight. Flex your feet. And now change the crossing of your legs. And reach up, stretch. Palms together, palms face up, look up. And then relax the shoulders down as you reach the arms forward, palms forward. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hand to the floor and lean over, elbow in, look up. Or you can look down. Inhale and lift and reach over to the other side. Breathing, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale, and now twist. Fingertips behind the hip. Inhale and reach. And twist the other way. Look over your shoulder. Now we're going to lie down on your mat. So scoot so you come down to your forearms gently. And just look forward, extend the legs out. So stay on your forearms right here first, palms on the floor, broaden through the chest, and just look up. Flex your feet and spread your toes. Press into the balls of your feet, or like reach the balls of your feet. It's called flointing your feet. As you pull your toes back or towards you and press the balls of your feet. Now, inch yourselves down to the floor all the way. Inhale, reach your arms overhead and stretch, lengthen through the body. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug for showing up to your mat this morning, first thing in the morning. Rocking side to side a few times. And now happy baby, let's start that way. So reach for the edges of your feet if you can. If not, then just start right here. Reach for the shins and rock from side to side. Right there. Lower back stretch, warming it up, creating a little more range of motion as we warm up. Let your feet go or your legs go. Bring the knees to 90 degrees. Flex your feet. Press your shoulder blades down into the mat. Hands behind the head right here. Reach the right leg and twist your body, elbow to your opposite knee. And then center. Keep your shoulder blades up like that. And then twist. Shoulder blades up and twist. Shoulder blades up and twist. Knees together, shoulder blades up, and twist. Knees together, twist. Reach the leg. Try to extend the leg a little more over the floor, hovering. Knees together and twist. Knees together and twist. Good job. 4 more times. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, and rock from side to side. Breathe. Flex your feet. Happy baby. Reach up, grab the ankles or the shins or the edges of your feet. So look at your feet, have them parallel, pull the knees down a little bit more. A little more warmed up now, a little more mobility. Bottom of your feet facing the ceiling. All right, let's repeat that again. So let your feet go and knees 90 degrees. Hands behind the ears and reach so before you lift your shoulder blades up, reach the right leg and then peel the shoulder up and touch the elbow to your knee. Set your shoulders down, knees 90 degrees. So now moving the shoulders all the way down to the floor instead of keeping them up. All right, so do the other side. Reach, elbow to knee. Knees 90 degrees, good. Switch, lower down all the way, look up at the ceiling and switch. Lower all the way, press the shoulders down, elbows out and reach. Looking up and then look across. Keep your chin off of your chest. So staying at this pace, you guys, do 8 more like that. 8, look up. 7, knees together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Hug the legs. Pull it in. Rock from side to side. Happy baby. Grab the ankles, the feet, parallel the feet. Rock from side to side. One more set of crisscross crunch, or call it bicycle. Knees 90 degrees, hands behind the ears. Look up first, elbows pressed back. Reach the leg, extend, and maybe you can touch the heel down and touch the opposite knee at the same time. If that's not comfortable for your lower back, then just keep that leg hovering as you turn. But try to reach and touch the heel to the floor and then switch. Reach, touch the heel. Knees 90 degrees in the center. Look up. All the way over, chin off your chest. Touch the heel. And when you bring the knees 90 degrees, tap the head on the floor. Right there. Back of the head, and then switch. Now do 8. Across. 7. Legs straight. 6. Good. 5. 4. 3. Maxwell. You want to get it on this? 2. 5. 1. Nicely done. Hug the legs. Rock from side to side. I think we're warming up now. Happy baby. Reach for your feet. Bring the knees down a little bit further, and this time I want you to hold it static and pull on your feet and press your feet into your hands. Lower back on the floor, breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Exhale that out. And now reach behind your hamstrings. I'm going to rock and roll up 3 times. If you want to, if you'd rather, you can go to the side and just come onto all fours. Otherwise, you're here, up and touch. Roll it back and then touch. One more time. Bring it up. Hands on the floor and scoot to the middle of the mat. Round up your spine into cat pose. Tuck your toes. And then lower down your belly towards the mat, cow. Keep those toes tucked under for four rounds of that. Rounding up. And then lower your belly, look forward. So think about the bending of the toes, kind of creating a little more mobility in there in that toe joint. One more time, round up. And then lower your belly towards the mat and neutral spine. Now put the top of your feet flat. Press into the toes right there on the mat. The toenails pressing down. Then fingers claw the mat. And I want you to point your pointer fingers towards the front of the mat. Or you can think of your index fingers as parallel to the side of the mat. So look at that. Press down into the thumbs and the index fingers. Lower your belly, look forward, then round up 4 times like that with the tops of your feet pressing down into the mat. Do that again. Exhale, round the spine, and then arch the spine, look forward. Good. Lift round for the stretch of the spine, the back, the skin on your back. Lower down and look forward. Stretching of the front body. And exhale, round and lower. And then neutral spine right here. Tuck your toes. So press into the index finger specifically and then the thumb. So I refer to this as the triad of the hand. So right there, pressing that down, and then press into the knuckles of the hands. And keep pressing and lift up your hips into downward facing dog. You may have to make your stance a little bit wider or a little bit longer. Shift forward into plank. See how that is. Keep your feet and your hands where they are in plank. Lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Reach the heels towards the back of the mat. Then pedal your heels. Reach your left heel. Lift the left heel. Reach the right heel. Keep it that slow, you guys. Reach the left heel, lift the right, and then the opposite. So you can probably, with the bending of the opposite knee, get your heel all the way down to the floor. Get that nice stretch in your calf, right? And then the Achilles tendon, the bottom of your foot, the bottom of your feet both. Shift forward into plank, right there. Inhale. Let's go through one vinyasa. Shift forward, lower down. You can set your knees down for this first one. Cobra pose. Look forward, pull the shoulders back. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Look forward and walk your feet all the way to your hands. Half lift. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Reaching up. Stretch up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Roll your shoulders back. I'm going to get a block. So if you have a block available, get that. We'll use this a few times in practice. All right. So inhale and reach up, stretch your arms overhead, look up at your hands. Let's lean over, stand tall first, shoulders up or back. Lean over to the side flexion or side lateral on flexion. Inhale, lift up, and then reach over the opposite way. Feel the side body stretch. Pull the abs in. Inhale and reach. And look up. Exhale, fold over with a flat back. All the way over. Look between your legs. Lengthen the head forward. Plant your hands and step back plank. Shift forward, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Sun salutation A. Pedal your heels. So that first one, we took it a little slower. Let's do 4 more. 5 total. Sun salutation A. The next 4 we'll do on your breath. So stay with me. If you get behind, it's okay. No worries. Lift your heels. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step to your hands. Take one big step or several steps. Lengthen the head forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reach up, stretch. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Let's lean first. Inhale and reach. Lean to the side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, the other side. Leaning to the side. Inhale and reach. Press into your feet, your toes specifically. Exhale, fold over all the way. Look through the legs. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands and step back. Lowering down, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, lift your heels, step to your hands. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale and reach, lean to the left. Inhale, reach, lean to the right. Inhale and reach. Bring the hands down through the center line of the body this time as you fold over. Look through the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back. Lower, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Inhale, reach. Lean over to one side. Inhale, reach. The other side. Inhale and reach. Hands through the center line of the body as you fold. Reach for the shins or the floor. Half lift. Exhale, plant, step back. Go through your vinyasa. Shift, elbows in, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees. Step to your hands. Lengthen, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands down to the heart. One more round. Inhale and reach up. Lean over to one side. Inhale. Exhale, lean the other way. Inhale and reach. Exhale, reaching down. Lengthen, lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back. Lower down, vinyasa, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Reaching the heels towards the rear of the mat. 1 more breath. Inhale, reach your right leg up straight. Look back, see your toes. Now bring the knee in. Watch your knee come in. And as you bring the knee in, shift forward. Hold, pause for just a moment. Now set your foot down wherever your foot lands. Just leave it right there for a moment. Then use your hand and bring your foot forward so it's closer, so your knee is over your ankle, right? So assist that bringing the foot forward. Eventually you'll get to the point where you can bring that foot forward even closer to your hand. Set your knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Shift your hips forward, guys. Bringing the hands down to your heart, right there. Feel the flexor stretch. Pick your right toes up and set them down. The left toes are tucked under. Bring the hands down to the floor. You can use a block right here if that's helpful. Shift back, Ardha Hanumasana, half split. Pull your hip back, so this right hip back, and then draw it under. Toes point up though, right? Press your heel into the floor. Keep drawing that leg back energetically. Nicely done. Put your foot flat. Inhale, reach up. Let's move through that 3 times. Hands to come down, flex your foot, press your heel down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, and flex the foot, hamstring, hello. Put your foot down, flat, hands on the floor. Lift up your left knee, reach the right leg up, 3-limb dog. Bend and straighten, right there. And then lower that leg. Let's do the other side. Left leg up. Look back, see your toes. Your toes should be pointing down. Bring the knee in, watch your knee come in, and then start to shift forward. Look between the thumbs now. Hover, so you're really, really pressing into the hands. Lift up that leg, and then wherever your foot comes down, then use your hand and bring that forward. Set your knee down, the right knee. And look at your foot, spread your toes, press the toes down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Bring the hands down to the heart. The toes are tucked under back there. Shift the hips forward. Bring the hands down. Ardha Hanumasana. Hanumanasana. Lots of syllables in that word. Press your heel down. Half split, right? Fingers on the floor, look forward, lift your heart. Then place your foot down. Inhale, reach up. Hands to the mat. Half split. And one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, half split. Put your foot flat, hands on the floor. Push into the floor. Lift your right knee. Left heel comes to glute. Lift it up, 3-limb dog. Straighten it out away from you. Bend and straighten. When you bend, feel the quad and the hamstring and straighten. Flexion, extension. Nicely done. Lower. Lift the heels. Look forward, bend the knees. Step to your hands. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Chair pose. Inhale, reach your arms forward. Bring your knees close together and think kind of like a squat, right? When you're working out, lower down more. Reach the arms to counter the balance. Reach, bring the arms up near your ears. Abs in, shoulders relaxed. Keep your spine neutral. Good, now lift your heels. Lift your heels so you're on the balls of the feet. Strengthening the quads right there. Reach forward. Now set your heels down. Fold over. Inhale, half lift. Then exhale, plant your hands. Step back. Let's go through a vinyasa. High plank. Shift forward. Low plank or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Hover that leg. And then look back, see your knee, bring the knee in, shift forward, and plant your foot beside your thumb. Here's the thing, when you bring your foot forward, be specific about setting your heel down first before the ball of your foot. Let's try that again. So press into the hands, lift the right foot up, bring it back, 3-limb dog. Try that again. Look back, see your knee come in, leg coming in, and set your heel down right there. Nicely done. Knee down on the floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, just like we did before. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor and bring it back. Ardha Hanumasana, half split. Slide your heel forward. And then put your foot flat. Let's go to the long edge of the mat, warming up the inner thigh muscles. Let's not forget about those. muscles inside of the legs. As you're doing this, lunge from side to side. I want you to just keep pivoting from side to side. Lift the inner arch right there of the feet. Pressing your feet down. Look at your feet as you do that. Look at your toes. Lift the inner arches. All right, so the last time, bring it to the front, and you're going to turn, pivot, hands on the floor. Bring the leg back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifted up. Stretch that leg away from you. Look back. See your toes. Bring the knee in. Watch your knee come in. And set your heel down first. How'd you do? Let's do it again. So press into the floor. Lift that right foot up. 3-limb dog. Reach the leg away from you. Then bring the knee in. Shift forward. Stay on the ball of the right foot. And set your heel down first. Low lunge. Inhale and reach. Exhale, half split. Flex your foot. Good. Now, put your foot flat, hands on the floor, lift your knee, and Skandasana. Press into your feet, lift the inner arches of your feet right there. Look at your feet the whole time as you move your hands to the front and then to the back. Pressing the entire foot down as you lunge from side to side. Right? Okay, so now bring it back to the front. Turn your body. Press into the floor. Lift up that left foot. Downward facing dog. All right, downward facing dog for a moment. Come to your forearms if this is uncomfortable for you, of course, in puppy dog pose. So puppy dog pose would be like this, right? So you can always do this instead of downward facing dog. People with shoulder problems or something going on with your back, maybe this is just better for you. You'll just reach the glutes on your forearms. All right, so downward facing dog. Reach the heels towards the back of the mat, right? Now lift your toes. Spread the toes apart. Move the shoulders away from your ears. So focus back to the shoulders, but then focus on your feet. Lift the toes. Lift the toes specifically of the right foot. Now hover the right foot off the floor, just like an inch off the floor. Set that down. Set your toes down. Lift the left toes, all 5. Fan the toes. Now hover the leg. Or hover the foot off the floor. And then lower. Excellent. Lift up the right leg. Lift the toes. Reach that leg away from you. 3-limb dog. Step that right foot forward, just like we've done before. Heel comes down first. Excellent. Set your heel down. Warrior 1. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Put your fingers together. Hands together. Point your pointer fingers. Turn your body facing the front. You want to square your shoulders to the forward facing direction. So the front edge of your mat. Draw the left side forward, right side back, knee over ankle in the front, abs in. Here's the thing, you guys. Press, lift up your arches and press your toes down, all of them, all 10 toes. Feel them. Feel the bottom of your feet, knee over ankle. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift the left heel, reach your hands for the floor or your blocks, and lift up the left leg, standing split. So reach the leg up, point your toes, walk your hands closer to your foot, and breathe. And then set your foot down, right hand on the floor, left hand on the floor, lift up the right leg, 3-limb dog. Turn your toes out and bend your knee, opening up the pelvis, the hip. Excellent. Extend the leg straight. Same leg, right leg. Bring that right knee in and touch your right tricep. Right there. Lift the leg up. Inhale. Knee to right tricep. Coming into crescent pose. right leg forward. Step your right foot in. Bring that heel to the floor first, right there. And keep the heel up in the back and reach the arms up. Stretch overhead. Hands behind or hands down to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Look forward. Again, same thing, just like warrior one. This time your heel is up in the back for crescent pose. And you want to lengthen that leg and stay on the ball of your foot. Keep the heel above the ball of the foot. Knee in the front. Shift forward. You want to keep the knee over your ankle. Good. Let's twist. Lean forward. Get your elbow on the outside of your knee. And turn your body. Abs in. Flatten your spine. Nice. Now untwist. Look up. Inhale, reach. Warrior three. To come into warrior three, reach your arms to your sides first. Step in just a bit and lift the leg. Tip your body forward. Lift the leg. Abs in. Bring the hands to the floor. Step your foot to the mat. Lift up the right leg. Three-limb dog. Coming into plank, lower your foot. Vinyasa. And then we'll go to the other side. Lower down, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up. Inhale. Push the floor away. And then turn your toes out and bend your knee. Stretch out that quad, hip flexors, hip. Extend the leg straight. Knee to tricep. Right there. Touch. Or the elbow. At least the elbow. Lift up the left leg. Three-limb dog. Knee to elbow. Or tricep. Lift up. One more time. And step that foot forward, coming into crescent pose. Inhale, reach, or warrior one. So put the right heel on the floor back there. And then draw your right side forward, the left side back, reach up the arms, put your palms together, point your pointer fingers, cross the thumbs the opposite way, and relax. Soften into the pose. You want to lift up the arch of that back foot, even though the heel is down and the foot's at an angle. Knee in the front, over the ankle. Relax the shoulders. Good. Looking forward. Bring the hands down to the mat. You can lift your heel at this time and lift that right leg up, standing split right there. So just straighten the left leg as much as you can. Draw the nose to the knee. Reach the toes towards the sky, straightening your legs, standing split. Beautiful. Nicely done. Now set your foot down. Hands on the floor. Lift up that left leg, three-limb dog. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Push the floor away. Reach that right heel towards the floor. Then extend the leg straight. Bring the knee in. Again, same side, left foot. Heel comes to the mat first, crescent pose. So when I come into crescent pose, I widen my stance intentionally and lift my heel, straighten that leg, and then press into the forward foot, lift up. Knee over ankle. When your knee is over your ankle, you've got more stability. So right there. So it's not just alignment, it's about stability. Pull or square the shoulders to the front of the mat. And then hands to your heart. Lean in and twist. Right there. Good. Straighten that back leg. Beautiful. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Warrior three. Sweep the arms. Standing, balancing. Lift up. Stability with the knee over the ankle. And you've got to lift or engage the foot placement on the floor, lifting the arch as you tip your chest forward, arms to the side, leg goes straight behind you. Breathe. Pull in your waist or your abs. Sweep the hands down to the floor. Set your foot down, hands on the mat. Extend the leg back. Three-limb dog. And then let's go through a vinyasa. Shift forward and then lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift your right leg, inhale. Turn your toes out, bend your knee. Opening the pelvis. Feel the thigh stretch, extend the leg straight. Knee to tricep, just one time this time. So touch, and then step your foot beside your thumb. Set your heel down, warrior two. Bring it on up, right there. So knee, set up, knee over ankle, back foot, pressing that down. Arms like this. Look over the front hand, the middle of the hand, the middle finger right there. Good. Shift your weight forward just a little bit more, but then press into this back foot. That's your anchor also. Good job. Reverse warrior. Turn your palm up, reach the hand behind, arm up and over the ear. Side angle. So right here, we have a block. So you use your block right here on the inside of your foot. Choose the height. Maybe you want to have it a little easier today. Arm is right on the inside of the leg, and reach up the opposite arm over the ear. If you don't have a block, you can also stay right here. Keep the side straight. Turn your gaze up for a moment. Reverse. Keep your block where it is. Straighten your forward leg. Good. Now lift your back toes, the left toes. Lift them up. Press into the ball of the foot right there. Now you can set them down, fanning your toes apart. Then reach your right arm forward. Don't lock the forward leg. Coming into triangle pose. Reach as far as you can, and then pivot the shoulders. One shoulder over the other, or one arm extended long, down and the other. So a straight line. Bring your hand to a block, or maybe the floor on your fingertips. Reach up, inhale, and exhale. Nicely done. Bend your knee. Reverse warrior. So balancing now, we're going to come into half moon. So reach, you got your block, move it over. So I line my block up with my pinky toe, and then put my hand on the block, lift up the leg, hand to your hip first. Open your body to the side first, straighten the right leg as much as you can. Reach the left arm up. Turn your gaze, flex your feet, point your toes, just to see the difference in the stability as you contract different muscles with that flexion or pointing. Nicely done. Bend your right knee, set your foot on the floor, hands on the mat, and let's go through a vinyasa. So plank, shift, lower, up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, inhale. First turn your toes out and bend your knee. Look over and see your foot over there. There it is. Spread your toes. Extend the leg. Bring your knee in. Touch your tricep one time. And then set your foot beside your thumb. And set your heel down. Warrior two. Right there. Set up. Knee over ankle. Press this back foot into the floor. Right? Arms like this. Relax the shoulders. Reverse. You can turn your chin, tipping the head just back slightly. Side angle. Right here, go ahead and set up your block, getting it ready for triangle pose. I find that having a little more arm length in triangle pose feels so much better. And why not have a pose feel right and feel good? We can work, in difficult positions or poses, but knowing when you don't need to necessarily work in a position that's maybe not right for your body, the alignment. So having that block there is nice. Press your feet into the floor. Now lift your right toes. Yep. Straighten the left leg. Lift the toes. Feel the engagement of the leg, lifting the toes. Now set your toes down, spreading the toes apart. Reach the left arm forward. Reach, 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 reach. So you're gonna bring your hip back like that, right? And hand down to the mat or to your block. Reaching the opposite arm up. Stretching mainly at the hamstring. Straighten the side body, reaching the arm up. And then if you want to, you can bring the arm over the ear. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and reach. And bring your hand down to your hip. Bend your knee. Warrior two. Coming next to half moon pose. Reverse warrior. Reach up and over. And then spy your block. Where is it? Grab the block, move it, alignment, pinky toe to block, and lift up. Straighten the legs, both reach the opposite arm. Point and flex. Much more stability with that flexion, right? Engagement of the muscles. Lift up the inner arch, the arch of the left foot, the standing leg, reach. Nicely done, and then bend your left knee, set your foot on the floor, right hand on the floor, and leg goes back. Downward dog or vinyasa, so your choice. Shift forward, lower down, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lift up your right leg, inhale. Let's do it again. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. A little different though. So rotate your foot this time at the ankle joint. Other way. Extend straight. Step your right foot forward. All right. Inhale, crescent pose. Right there. So the arms down to your sides. Lean your body forward, coming into warrior three. I had to think for a second. Lift up your leg, straighten the right leg, leaning forward, reach the arms, shoulders move away from the ears. Nicely done. Now bring the hands down to the mat. Standing split again. One more time. So look back behind you, tip your nose towards your knee, straighten the right leg, and breathe. All right, I'm just going to offer this. This is just a offer this. It's so funny to say that. I'm just going to suggest this, but I'm going to give you an option. So press into your hands and move, hop your right foot to the center of the mat, right there, okay? So stay right here with a little bit wider space between the hands and the foot. And bend your right knee and keep your left leg straight. Now just hop the right foot off the floor, just a little hop. So, but the key thing here is you're looking between the thumbs, press into your fingers, and hop. So, little handstand hop. And you can just do even just a little bit off the floor, but just try. Press into the hands, lift up. Maybe you can press into the hands and lift a little bit higher. Do it one more time. Excellent. Step your left leg back, right leg back. Vinyasa. Shift, lower, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and lift your left leg up. Turn your toes out, bend your knee. Extend the leg straight. Knee in, place your foot beside your thumb. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach. Bring the hands down to your heart, shoulders rolled back. Lengthen that back leg. Reach the arms to your side, tip your chest forward. Then, warrior three. Lift up. Relax the shoulders. Flex your foot. Bring the hands down to your blocks or the floor. Standing split for 3 breaths. Point your toes right here, lift the leg higher. Walk the hands towards your foot. Bend your knee enough that you can place your hands flat and hop to the center of the mat. Or move your foot to the center of the mat, like that, right? If you need to, look up here. So you can stay right here. And I just want you to lift your left heel, right? So you're on the ball of your left foot. And then that right leg is straight, like that, right? And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna just use that right leg as a lever to help you hop. Just a little hop, right? Think about the landing. So when you land, try to land softly, don't plunk, right? So control it. Look between your thumbs the whole time. Just try. Hands down, hops. Do it 3 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Right foot down, left leg, downward dog or vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Step to the center of the mat. Bring your feet out wide. Turn your toes out. Malasana. So now your hips are nicely warmed up and you're ready for a little crow practice. But before we do that, reach your arms forward and kind of drape your shoulders, or bring your shoulders on the inside of your knees and reach. In crow pose, or in this malasana position, you want to lift the inner arches, right? Maybe you can bring the hands to the sides of the ankles, turning the palms up, and just kind of drape your shoulders forward. Look forward, hands on the floor. Reach your hands. You can use a block right here if you'd like to. It's kind of nice to have that focal point. Or if you tip forward, then your head lands on the block. So a little safety measure. You could also, if you're learning the smooth, get a firm pillow, right? A really high pillow. So then when you come up, your head would come forward onto the pillow. All right, so lift your knees and get your knees up into the inner arches, or the armpits, or the triceps. Shift forward, look forward, lift your right foot, left foot. Here, you're gonna point your toes, lift your heels to your glutes, breathe. Think about your feet. And then set your feet down. Nicely done. Now fold over. Reach the arms behind. Clasp your hands. Knuckles away from you. Move the shoulders away from the ears. And breathe. Straighten the legs. Your feet parallel. Look behind you. Now slide the hands down the back of your legs and then look forward, bend your knees. Now we're going to sit on the mat right there. Extend the legs out straight. Right foot comes up to the inner thigh of the left leg, then tip the knee to the side, foot to the inner thigh. Sit up tall and now twist, turning, look over your shoulder. Press the left leg down. That's an important point. And then center, look forward. Walk your hands forward. So your body is lining up over the forward leg. Press that leg down, flex your foot, keep the heel on the floor. Then try to reach your hand on the outside of your leg. Get a side stretch on that right side. And then grab the foot. And now sit up and lift your knee. So grab your ankle like this, right? So in the knee, and then put your fingers interlacing the toes, right? Get your fingers in there. Hold your ankle. You can also, if you need to, you can put your foot like this or your leg like that if that's more comfortable. And I want you to try to keep this leg straight. So get your fingers between your toes like that. There we go. Get some space between the toes like that, right? Now rotate at the ankle joint. Hold that foot, rotate around, sit up tall, go the other way. Nicely done. All right, so now cradle, like this. Grab your foot and the knee and move the hinging at the hip joint right here in front of the body, like this. Front and then side, front and then side. And just hold it right here. Or option, knee over shoulder, and put your hands on the floor right there and just try to lift up. And then set it down. Good. All right. Extend that leg out, right leg out. Lift up your left knee, put the foot on the floor, sit up tall, look forward, shoulders back. Now put the foot on the inside of your thigh. Sit up, looking forward. Now we're just going to turn and look over. Press this leg down. You want to really press that down firmly to get a good rotation. Hand on the outside of your leg. Lift up your chin, or chin neutral. Turn, face forward. Now sit up tall. Find your sitting bones right there. And then walk your hands out. You can place a block underneath this knee to the side if you need to. Walk your hands out. Press this leg down firmly. Heel down on the floor. And then bring the hand on the outside of your leg. So your body is centering up over this leg that's extended. Breathe. So draw your nose towards your knee, just to a comfortable place. Don't force anything. You can grab the outside of your foot if you'd like. Inhale and lift. And sit up tall. Good. Lift your knee. And sit up on your sitting bones. Lift that left foot up. Grab your foot right there. So before we cradle, we're going to get those toes spread apart. Get your fingers between the toes. It's hard to do. It's actually harder than you think, right? And then hold your ankle so you're stabilizing the leg. Now rotate. Getting to know your feet, right? And then the other way. And then hold, grab your foot, knee, and cradle. Just a little rocking side to side. All right. So now, just hold this right here, sit up tall, or if you want to, try. Get your leg over your shoulder. Put your hand right underneath the leg, squeeze that leg into the arm, and just lift. And then lower. Excellent job. Nicely done. So move your block to the side and come down to your forearms just like we did in the beginning. And look across the floor, look at your toes, point your toes, and then flex, point, and flex. Point, and then flex. Hold flexion, keep your heels on the floor. Reach your arms to your hips and lower down your back to the floor and get the head comfortable. Reach your arms overhead, stretch. You've made it, you're done. Let's stretch the legs. Bring the right knee into your chest. Rotate the foot. And then rotate the other way. Bring very gently, place the left hand on the outside of your right knee, bring that leg across very gently to the side, and reach your right arm over to the right. Lift your shoulders and even them up on the floor, and relax. So with the twisting position, your body can tense up. So I want you to intentionally, consciously relax into your breathing. Then lift your leg, rotate around, and then lift up that left leg, place your right ankle on your left knee, So similar position as when we were seated and doing the cradle pose, right? So right here, supine pigeon, press that right knee away and flex your foot, kind of draw that leg out, reach your hands around the hamstring and pull the leg in. Good job. Just stay right here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Place your left foot on the floor, tip the knees over to the right, look over to the left. Pull the back towards the mat, abs in. And lift your knees. Let's change sides. Extend out the right leg all the way. Bring the left knee in. Back of the head on the floor. Shoulder blades spread and comfortable on the mat. Rotate your foot. Rotate the other way. Extend the arm. Gently bring this leg across the body. So I say gently because I want you to be... take it slow and controlled. So as you tip that right foot on its edge and bring the knee across, you can even up your shoulders on the floor too. So keep the shoulders on the floor. Stop or don't draw the leg over if your shoulder lifts up. And then close your eyes. Maybe your foot can come to the floor on the other side, or that block. It's a nice little place for it. Inhale and lift all the way up and rotate a couple of times out. Lift up your right knee, place your left ankle on your right knee, get your lower back on the floor even and your shoulders, spread them apart, shoulder blades down, and then flex your feet both and draw that leg out. Then reach your hands around the hamstring and pull the leg in. Supine pigeon pose. Breathe. Place your right foot on the floor, arms out like a T. Yep, and then tip the knees over to the left. Once you do that, pull your back in towards the mat or your abs in and turn your gaze to the right for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and lift your knees all the way up. Hi, Maxwell. Then bring the knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And then finally, happy baby, like we began our practice. Like that. Feet facing up. Look at your toes. All 10. Wiggle your toes right there. Rocking from side to side. Good job. Now extend the right leg out to the heel towards the right corner, left heel towards left corner. Lift your shoulders and set them down. 1 minute of stillness. Focusing on your breath. Feel the weight of the head on your mat. The shoulders relax. Feel the blades touching the mat. Focusing down, scanning down the body, over the chest, the belly, your hips, the right leg, down to the ankle, across the top of the foot, the toes on that right side, ball of your foot, arch to your heel, the left leg all the way down to the ankle, to the heel, the bottom of the foot to the toes, all 5 toes on that left side, over the top of the foot. Scanning back up to the hips, relax, the belly softens, chest, shoulders, jaw relaxes. To the top of the head. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale. Breathe in again. Place your feet on the floor. Move your fingers. Open and close your hands, and then rock your knees side to side. Place your feet on the floor and then tip your knees side to side. Knees go over to the side, and then lean all the way over and push yourself up to a seated position. Sit up well, crossing your legs. Reach your arms up overhead and stretch. Bringing the hands down to the mind's eye, the third eye. Close your eyes. Edge of the hands to the heart. Bowing your chin in thanks and in gratitude. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know if you did this class in the live with me or if you did the recording, and I'll see you again. Bye.